called UDDAN, started by me in year 2016 December. Since then, UDDAN has never looked behind, and it's all about success, innovation, and data, which are the three pioneers of this project called UDDAN. We are talking on real data, we are talking on real feedback during the course of our training program. Since then, it is all about new products, new exams which are being designed throughout. Recently, we have designed this test called Psychometric Test with the kind guidance and mentorship of a leading psychologist from Gorakhpur, Dr. Anubhuti Dubey ma'am, who is a gold medalist, and she is a professor in psychology in Gorakhpur University, with whom even Madhvi ma'am can connect as a student. So we are proud to represent that exam out here, which really will help you out in two ways. And before I even discuss about it, let me talk a little about this program, why UDDAN is special, why you should feel really honored and thrilled to be a part of the UDDAN session. When UDDAN started with Air Force School, which is very close by, and followed by that series of sessions in Army School, UDDAN really got a big launch pad. And since then, we have conducted this in Jharkhand, Bihar, and Gorakhpur, and some parts of UP as well. After that, UDDAN moved to the corporate sector. Coal India, Indian Postal Department, Engineers India Limited have been the patronage, have been the real patronage. Had provided their support to the UDDAN project, and as a result, in corporate and government sector, we have I have been training the participants on various topics like project management, behavioral change management, and so on. Why do we need a change in life? I have always been telling in my program, who wants a change except a newborn baby? एक नवजात बच्चे के अलावा बदलाव किसको पसंद है? वही रोता है ना, मम्मी आओ डायपर चेंज कर दो. But who says I want a change in my life? मैं जैसा हूं, I want a change in my life. बिना change के I want progress in my life. मैं किताब ना पढ़ूं, still I want good marks in my exams. Or I want to work less, but still I want promotion in my career. I will not go extra miles to achieve my target. Still, I want to be the good books of my boss. I want to be a little more professional and mature with all of you, because you all are now in class 11th. You're going to on the verge of passing class 11th and going in class 12th in a couple of months. Maybe just next month, in a month's time. And then the harsh reality of life. Getting into that cat race, the rat race of getting into the best of the colleges. Getting the best of the streams, which can really land up with a perfect job, the so-called perfect job, and then we are talking about how many more crores of youth have joined into the employment and unemployment exchange. That is what statistics we talk about, that this many youths got the job, this many got self-employed, and this many youths are still struggling for maybe a 5,000-10,000 rupees job. This is all about current scenario, isn't it? So let's talk a little more professional. What we are talking to class 9th and 10th is all about choosing a right stream. But you have already chosen a stream. For last almost 1 year you are studying that. And now we are going to talk about how to plan your career. So in that, how does psychology play a real role? What is IQ and what is EQ? I am sure IQ you all know. What is IQ? Intelligent quotient. What is EQ? Emotional quotient. You know what, dear students, let me tell you, as per the research, among the top performers across 200 organizations and companies across the globe, it has been found, it has been seen, it has been suggested that in their performance, 1/3 contribution is done by their technical knowledge and cognitive skills, while 2/3 difference is being made by the emotional competencies. While at a leadership level, 4/5 of the difference is being made by the emotional competence. See how majorly the emotional quotient plays a role in our performance. Your IQ is just 1/3. Your EQ is 2/3 for normal employees, and for leadership, CEOs, CIOs, maybe ADs, assistant directors, and all, 4/5 of their decision making is all about emotional competencies. So imagine if this is not being taken care of, even if you become an IAS officer, do you think you will become really an honest and determined and committed IAS officer? Or if you become a doctor, would you be a committed and a devoted doctor? Or an engineer? Or whatever else you become after a year or so, or maybe after completing your graduation, maybe after 3-4 years? So dear students, it's an alarming signal. I really appreciate the initiative taken by the Army School for their students in class 11 who are about to enter the class 12 to have this psychometric assessment done. And now I come to the point that what kind of psychometric assessment will be taking place here. The first page will be all about your details, your name, class, parents' occupation, father and mother. But in case your mother is a housewife, don't write housewife. What you are going to write? Homemaker. Number of siblings, brothers and sisters. How many brothers and sisters you have? Parents' highest education detail. Fathers, what is his highest education? Mother, what is the education? If you are not sure about their educational details, write not sure. Who is closer to you? Brother, sister, and nil. Who is your best friend and why? You have to just not write, okay, Rajesh is saying Suresh is my best friend. Okay? And why? Why is his best friend? Okay? What do you like to do most in your free time? In your free time, what do you like to do most in your leisure time? How you utilize it? Who is your favorite teacher and why? Which is your favorite subject? What is your professional ambition in life? What exactly do you want to become in life? How much would you like to give rating to your school from a scale of 1 to 5? 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. Okay? So you have to rate your school. So we come to the first test and I give you an idea. Just listen to me because you will have a doubt because you will be having 30 minutes time only to attempt the paper. There will be, the first test is called critical thinking. It's a Edwin Borrow six hat theory. 6 hat means there are 6 hats according to Mr. Edwin Borrow, who is the well-known psychologist who has written this book, 6 hat theory, which talks about 6 style, critical thinking style or pattern of thinking. One is green hat, which is all about being creative and fertile, how creative you are in your thinking process. Red hat talks about being intuitive and working on gut feeling. Black, which talks about being judgmental and cautious. He's a judgmental guy. He makes a, without baseless judgment he makes, or he just takes a decision. So or he wants in everything that no mistake should happen. He's so cautious and judgmental. He's so cautious in his decision making or in his activity that he hardly can afford to make a single mistake. So are you having a black hat move? White is neutral. Are you neutral thinking oriented guy? You are data oriented. Without data, I'm not going to make any decision, or I'm not going to be biased. Okay? Blue is all about having, carrying all the kinds of thinking process along with you. That means you will have control over all the other thinking processes. White, red, and all. So blue one is the topmost. We talk about blue, leadership role being, having a blue hat in general because they are carrying all kinds of thought processes with them in an organization. Okay, so I think I'm not left with anyone. Or yellow is logically positive. That means in any situation, still that guy will be thinking, what positive can I get in that, in that negative situation as well. Okay, so he's a logically positive guy. So 6 kind of hat we are going to analyze through this 25 questions. Okay, that which hat is predominant in your thinking pattern. Okay, then we are going to have the second test, which is called DASS, disappointment, anxiety, and stress scale. Okay, we are going to have. You have to just remember your last week, and there will be 42 questions. For example, I found myself getting upset by quite trivial things last week. On small things, I used to get disappointed. 0, 1, 2, 3. That means 0 means did not apply to me at all. Last week there was no situation like this. 1 means if you are taking 1, apply to me to some degree or some of the time. Some of the time it was like that. That I was getting upset on small matters. If you take mark 2, apply to me to a considerable degree or a good part, a good amount of time, I was getting disappointed on small matters. And finally, apply to, if you take mark 3, apply to me very much or most of the time. Yeah, last week most of the time I was disappointed on small matters. Okay, so this is one example which I gave to you, first question. So it is up to you. Here, do you think there is any scope of cheating?
No, sir.
It is up to you because it is your life. How do you think about your life? How do you assume about your life? Or what did you face last week? No one knows except you. So if, and in that 30, it is called stress test. Because I cannot be with you for 24 hours. I don't know what you are going to think and talk. So I am giving you certain situations. And on based on those situations, just like a real life scenario, you have to show that, okay, this out of these 4 options, this is all multiple choice. The first 25 question, what will be the best option you are going to choose? Okay, and that will determine whether you have yellow hat, green hat, whatever in that situation. So if by chance you tick mark something and that shows your criminal psychology, okay, I am interested more in this, that shows that you have a criminal mind, and the other person, Rajesh, cheated Suresh that one. So madam will be inviting Rajesh, please come with your parents, you will have a 2 hours criminal psychology के ऊपर session, and your parents will come to know कि मेरे बच्चे के अंदर criminal psychology है, ये कभी भी कुछ कर सकता है. तो वो चीटिंग बहुत, आप कहोगे ऐसा तो कुछ था ही नहीं, मैंने तो बस यार सुरेश मेरा अच्छा दोस्त है, मैंने चीटिंग कर लिया था बस. एंड सुरेश तो निकल गया, कुछ सवाल सुरेश के, कुछ रमेश के, मिला के राजेश फंस गया बेचारा. So please don't. So what you can do in today's test is, if you really want to help your friends, don't help them. If you really want to help your friends, don't help them, because anyhow madam is going to send a personal invitation to everyone to come to school. जो भी आएंगे उनका, जो भी उनको रिपोर्ट सबमिट किया जाएगा. So that is what you can do today. तो ये पहला एग्जाम है आपका, कि जिसको 30 मिनट्स आपको फोकस के साथ करना है. पहला 5 मिनट सिर्फ इसको भरना है. 5 मिनट्स के बाद it will be on your mark, set, go. You have to start your papers, फिर no looking behind. 30 मिनट्स में जितना पहले कर लो आपके ऊपर है, but that is what we are going to do in today's test. Clear to everyone? Chalo, wish you all the best, and I will request ma'am, once it reaches to you from there, I'll say common, okay, start it, then you take your 5 minutes time to fill it. Okay? वरना कोई कहेगा मुझे कम समय मिला, कोई कहेगा मुझे पहले से ही मिल गया क्वेश्चन पेपर, so I completed it. ठीक है? Please follow the instructions, because we will have invigilators, including ma'am, we will have Saurabh sir, we will have sir Rakesh sir, and then we have okay, some students out. So we have Rakesh sir, we have Saurabh sir, we have ma'am, definitely counselor ma'am. So अगर कोई चीटिंग करते पाए गए तो पहले तो उनके ऊपर रेड पेन से उनके पेपर पे रिमार्क्स लिख दिया जाएगा, फिर वो मेरे पास आएगा चेकिंग. कोई भी सवाल होगा आप मैडम से पूछोगे, मुझसे पूछोगे, इन्विजिलेटर सर से पूछोगे, बट डोंट आस्क योर कलीग्स. अगर आप बात करते हुए पाए गए कोई वर्ड का मीनिंग समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, प्लीज आस्क टू अस. और
really want our children should know their weaknesses. Unless and until we know our weaknesses, we cannot work on them. What the point that Mr. Ranjan raised just now, he said ego. Ego is a bigger problem, I feel. What he touched is, at times, it hurts even a principal or a teacher. Those children who study, when they are there in the school, for every small thing they run to you for a signature or something. But children don't take a minute or a second if once I don't sign. I would have my own reasons for signing or not signing. Anything. I would believe in it, I would not believe in it. Right? But I don't know. Maybe this age is such wherein you all don't have that maturity as to how to behave there. And we come across hundreds of children. Facebook पे they send a friend request, but सामने दिख जाते हैं गोलघर में तो they don't even show their face. उधर करके निकल जाते हैं. तो फिर मैं भी उनको unfriend कर देती हूँ. क्या करूँगी? क्या है, देख के नहीं भी विश करना, एक स्माइल तो दे दो. इतना भी कॉस्टली नहीं है स्माइल, है ना? और कुछ भी नहीं करो, एक्नॉलेज तो करो कि पहचान रहे हो. इतना भी नहीं कि इतना फॉरेन फेस हो गया कि पहचानना बंद हो गया. इवन बहुत सारी झुर्री आ गई, बहुत सारा एजिंग हो गया, बट स्टिल टीचर्स एंड ऑफ द डे रिमेन टीचर्स, एंड आवर कंट्री इज नोन फॉर दैट. दैट इज आवर कल्चर. हाउ कैन वी uproot ourselves from the culture, the roots that we have with us? And I really must congratulate Mr. Ranjan for trying to establish what is slowly wearing in our country also.
Thank you.
Value system is, I think, at its low. When you see the news, you are so surprised. How can one think of just for a day off? How can you do this? Just one day leave you wanted, or maybe a week's leave you wanted, you could have skipped the school, come on. Instead of taking somebody else's life for that. Or you could have studied for maybe 4 hours extra. Instead of thinking ki PTM should be postponed and I do this. Madam, you are zapped. What kind of thinking grows where? You have no clue how it comes to somebody's mind also, which I at this age also cannot think of. I am at least 30-35 years older to you all. But still I can never think of that for getting one small petty thing which would not even carry that amount of value which a human life carries. So children, be absolutely wise while taking any call, any action, even the arguments or fights that you people have amongst yourselves. At times they are on such petty things which hardly have any value. Later on you would think, oh, friends se jhagda kar liya for what? Right? It can be as small as removing a pencil from its place, pushing it to the other side. At times, even for that, children have a nice fight. And later on, bang, bang in the washrooms. Yeah. All doors. No, I'm not joking. What? So those bang, bangs should happen here. It should hit here. Like what foolish we are acting. We are spoiling the school property which was made for us to enjoy. Or at least have a safety, security, privacy, whatever you call it. You people have broken it. Thinking what? I have no clue. How that kind of brains work, I am not able to comprehend. And probably this test is going to help us comprehend that, so that you people are more focused on your studies, and anything else which is catching your attention which shouldn't otherwise bother you at all, because it's not at all important in this life. Tell me what importance did that PTM have, which you people had when you people were in class 5? Today think of it. Same thing will happen another 10 years from now. The PTM that you would have for class 11 or for class 12, what importance will it have? Hardly any. And can you take an action of that kind? One needs to really introspect. One needs to think. What value we are adding to what? The value system needs to be worked out again. What do we value the most? This is our value system. Yeah. That's how it is. I'm not naming anybody. I don't want to point out to anybody, because that's not the agenda. Agenda is know yourself first. Because what I dream, and please have dreams. What I dream